Oh man, I mean, it was a serious show over at the Bryant Center that we just had, John. It was amazing.
I mean, that was a nice venue,
Yeah,
also.
hold on. Wait a minute. Oh,
When we're recording,
I,
can't pause like this, man.
dude, it's the commissioner.
Oh, great.
He just texted me. He wants to talk to us.
Can you message him and say we're kind of in the middle of something, or
I
does it
can.
have to be now?
I mean, hold on. Let me see what I can do. I don't think he's gonna buy it, but let's see what we can do about it. Oh, hey, sir,
You
sir.
just gonna put me on? You just gonna put me on hold like that?
No, no, sir. No, sir. We were in the middle of recording the podcast per your instructions when you sent the message.
Right.
Which, welcome back. You're the first two-time guest on and around the Colosseum.
Well,
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate that from somebody who doesn't even want me on the show.
That's not it, sir. We knew you were busy and you had a hectic schedule and everything. We didn't want to disturb you. I mean, you're running the Saints and everything.
I'm never too busy to come on the podcast. I
Yes, sir.
mean, you guys claim you're the number one podcast, but guess what? I've been on Rise of the Empire twice, three times.
But you also have a good heart, and I understand charity work is a big thing that you do, so we can understand
Oh,
why you
charity
were on
work,
that show.
charity work. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that makes total sense. But
Well,
but you wanted to talk to us, sir? You had
yeah, I
something
wanted
to
to
discuss
talk
for
to you
us?
guys. I wanted to talk to you guys why you guys not promoting one, the election, and two, why aren't you guys promoting the Saints? Why haven't you guys had the Saints on?
Well, we just haven't had time to call them, but we can talk about it right now, sir. I mean, is there anything about the election we want? We know that you're running, and we're going to be talking to Guy Sterling later on. We were
Yeah, I
actually
want to
scheduled
know.
to talk to him
Yeah,
before
I
you
want to know
called.
why you guys ain't flying the re-elect Christopher Samuel Dean logo.
I mean, we have to be neutral here, sir.
That and the fact that no one pays us sponsorship dollars yet to do that.
You have to be neutral. Okay, I
W-
see. I see where this is going, Johnny. Anyway, let's get to the Saints.
Okay, yeah, yes, let's talk about the Saints. I mean, they just recently defended their tag team championships against Black Flag Rising. They had Damon Trench. Um, Pretty even match. I mean, pretty much down the book.
It wasn't the match they wanted, but it's the match they got.
I do want to ask, where was Mr. Barnes during all of this?
Bud's Bud's a sore subject right now. We're going to Saints proper are going to have some words for Bud soon
Now,
because he was scheduled for that triple threat. He didn't show, didn't say nothing. So the Saints are going to have words for Mr. Bud Barnes here shortly. You can rest assured on that.
Oh, okay, honey.
I mean, I was about to ask it, is the sword spot because Bud missed that triple threat, or is there other issues going on that we, as the public, don't get to see?
It's primarily because he missed the triple threat.
Is there a little dissension going on amongst the Saints we need to know about?
There's no dissension amongst the ranks. The Saints are solid.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I feel like you're going to need some good, solid Saints because you've got the foreman Red James is back with a new look, I might say. Hardly recognize the man.
He got it burned off in a fire, from what I hear.
No, he does not seem to be a fan of you, sir, at this time.
You know, it's kind of hard to be a fan of somebody when after 2 months of no shows and no calls, you get stripped of your title. Got to
Now,
have a fighting champion. Sorry, it wasn't anything personal, and he's taking it personal. He's about to have words. He's about to have words and fisticuffs with the Saints because he's not only dragging me through the mud, he's also dragging them through the mud.
now, Red James put on Facebook that he's been trying to get a hold of you for the last 30 days. Are you guys sure you have the right numbers for each other?
Oh, he's got my number. Rest assured, he's got my number. But I'm also living rent free in his head, Johnny. Because if you also notice, he's disparaging me on Facebook. He's saying that I look like I smell like piss and this. And you know what? He can say everything he wants. That just means I'm living rent free in his head. Also means the Saints are living rent free in his head, which come the 18th, we're going to see who's living rent free in whose head. Because if you're concerned about me off on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, then your mind is not on the match and you're going to lose the match. Rest assured.
And you're talking basically about the six-man that's going to be with the Saints, the twins, along with Duncan Kincaid,
Yep.
taking on Red James and the Gemini twins. This is kind of weird. It's an individual and twins taking on another individual with some twins.
Hey, still not the match that they want, but it's the match they're getting right now.
You keep
Right.
saying that, Commissioner. What is the match that they want?
Let me ask you a question. Why, if Tyler Watts and E-Bone want to face the best competition that Empire has for the CAPW titles, why haven't they challenged a team of their caliber, a team that's not even of their caliber, a better team than them in the EPW tag team champions, the Saints? Why they keep challenging Malachi and Tank and the Psychotic Messengers? Why do they challenge everybody else but the Saints? I'll tell you why, because they're afraid.
Are you
But
trying
we
to
ain't talking about that right now. We ain't talking about that right now.
But it sounds like you're saying that they decided to go after low-hanging fruit in the messengers. Are you saying that the messengers aren't even worthy to be in the tag team hunt?
Messengers had their chance at the tag team. Guess who took the tag team from them?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing, Johnny.
I mean, I'd just like to throw out that 6-man tag you'd mentioned is going to be at our next event, Retribution, May 18th at the VFW in Midwest City. We've put the flyer out, but that match hadn't been announced yet. So
we can say that we've got an exclusive here. Thank you, Commissioner.
Exclusive right here. I'm giving you guys the exclusive right here for that match.
Okay, there you have it, folks. The first match on the card. We know now what it's going to be. The Saints of Pro Wrestling versus Red James and the Gemini twins.
well, how about we bring up our regularly scheduled guests now? Because I think they have something the commissioner and him.
Who's
they
your
could talk
regularly
about.
scheduled guest that's more important than me?
It's not that he's more important than you, sir. It was just that we had him scheduled before you called. It's not that. It's regularly scheduled because, again, he's scheduled with us.
And he had a man in the main event. You didn't have a man in the main event at the last show.
And again, it's about honoring time, and you know something about honoring time because, again, the internet television title is a 10-minute time limit on this title, and Badger James just had to take on one of your boys, Duncan Kincaid, for this, and it looked like the match was over, and you took it upon yourself to restart the match.
I did restart the match. I did restart the match, and I restarted the match and added 5 minutes because Trench Blythe kept interfering and kept getting in the way.
And you also threw
And
out
if you was doing your job, and if you was doing your job, Erwin, you would have kicked Trench out long before I had to.
Sir, there's only so much I can do inside the ring at that particular
Keep your
time.
eyes open, Erwin. Keep your eyes open.
Yes, sir. My apologies.
Now,
I will do better.
Let's bring up your guest. I'm pretty sure he's got some words.
I'm sure.
Everybody seems to have words for me. So,
I mean, without further ado, our actual guest, sir, was the silver-tongued devil himself, Mr. Guy Sterling.
What is this?
Wait.
Is this the hearing for that paternity test? Because I swear to God, she said she was 18 for one.
Guy.
What? Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, it's Empire. Thank God. I thought I was doing something totally different.
Hey.
When is it? Hold on 1 second. When is that? It's tomorrow? It's tomorrow. Okay. Hey, he's not mine. All right. Hey, what is going on?
Hey, Guy. We thank you. Sorry for the delay. The commissioner called, and we needed to.
Commissioner, man, I thought it smelled like cat piss in here. No,
watch your tongue. Watch your tongue before I have it cut out of you.
Baby? Come on now. You know,
watch your tongue before I have it cut out of you.
Commissioner Samuel Dean. Good God, boy, I got a few things to say to you. But first, Johnny, man, fantastic to see you. Erwin, brother, man, it's so good to see you, dude.
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see you outside of all the combating and foolishness going on in the ring.
Oh my God. Hey, first off, let me start this off. Before we even get started, on behalf of the Gold Blood Killers, I want to congratulate Kevin Sanchez for winning the EPW heavyweight title from Montego Sika. Honestly, if there's anyone that deserves it, it is him. I got to say, I know I threw out the GBK rules out there and everything, and let me tell you why I did that before you guys even ask a question. The reason why I did that is because I knew first off, he is a formidable opponent. He's a former champion. We did not take him lightly. We knew that we had to throw everything that we had at him. Okay? With the stipulation, though, I'm so glad the commissioner's here because in the contract, sir, it stated that if Kevin Sanchez used a DDT, any variation, any form, I don't care if he used a regular DDT, a double arm DDT, an ABC DDT, it doesn't matter. He freaking used the DDT to win the championship.
Let me ask you a question, Guy. Let me ask Erwin a question. Did you see Kevin use the DDT?
No, sir.
So
I didn't see it.
if Kevin wasn't seen using the DDT, why wasn't Kevin seen using the DDT?
Touche.
Wait, what am I missing here? What are y'all talking about? I didn't see a DDT.
If Kevin, when in the match did Kevin use the DDT?
At the end of the match when he pinned Montego Sika on top of the championship belt, he used the DDT that's clearly stated in the contract. Shut up! You shut your mouth. It's clearly stated in the contract that if he uses the DDT, he will automatically lose. And the man used the DDT, and yet
where was Erwin? Where was Erwin at the time of the DDT's usage?
Erwin was trying to freaking contain the chaos that I ensued, that I by design caused. Which, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, okay.
So in your distraction to Erwin missed the DDT. Therefore, the DDT wasn't used, wasn't caught. Kevin wins. Deal with it, Guy.
All right, next question.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, we recently had a fan submit video promoting you for the next commissioner. How's that make you feel?
Not to mention having your own society.
And I mean, here's the thing. It's hard to not give the fans what they want. And what they want is more guys Sterling. And so I think that's my platform to be the commissioner, because would I be a good commissioner? Absolutely not. I will absolutely cheat. I will bend the rules. I will do whatever it takes to make sure that guys like me and my men that are underneath me are going to win. Okay? But it's what the fans want. And so, I mean, the numbers talk. Money talks. They want more Sterling. Let's give them more Sterling. So,
Sterling, the next you go create.
It's my turn to talk. Now, with that said, let's give the fans what they want. Let's give Empire what it needs. And what Empire needs.
I mean, Christopher Samuel Dean, would you say that's much different of a platform than your own current commissioner run?
I mean, true. Jimmy's got a good point here. I mean, it's true. Kind of bend the rules yourself. And I can respect that, because you know what? When I take the position, I'll do the same thing.
I didn't start bending the rules until everybody else kept coming after me. Now, if the fans want more Sterling, then maybe Sterling should make some money off of it and start his own OF account and get off of my platform.
Get off of my platform. Get off of my platform. Listen,
I feel like I should have wore the stripes to this interview.
Erwin, you're a fantastic referee. First off, let's talk about Erwin for a second. Did you just do that whole last show by yourself?
I did.
You did.
It was a long night.
It was a very long night.
He's done the last couple shows by himself.
Yeah.
He even drew blood.
You know what? That may be the only
thing I actually bled.
As commissioner, Christopher Samuel Dean, who has three freaking names. Three names. Three freaking names this guy has. The best thing that you've done is hire a good production crew, have good referees, and yeah, our social media has been going off the charts here. And for that, I thank you. And you know what? Empire thanks you, and the fans should thank you. But other than that, you suck.
I just wanted to make sure. Are you told? So you're saying that you're totally okay with the fact that I had to call a TKO on Mitch and Malik? Because
Okay. Let's
you had a
talk
look.
about Mitch and Malik right now, real quick. Okay. Yeah, you had to. Honestly, I'm glad that you were looking out for our guys. Okay, because as the Oklahoma Athletic Commission would also agree with, it's about the well-being of the participants of the show. Now, I'm pretty sure that I saw Malik pull out some brass knucks or a baseball bat out of that big ass fro of his and hit Mitch Onyx, because Mitch Onyx has a jaw of steel, of stone, of adamantium. Wolverine ain't got nothing on the GEM. So I think you may have missed something, but the fact, Erwin, that you had my man's best interests at heart, I commend you for that. But yeah, your blind ass missed something, because there's no way that Mitch Onyx would just get knocked out by the failed cheerleader Malik Mayfield.
I'm glad you brought up the entertainer's well-being, or our superstar's well-being, right? Who had Kevin Sanchez's well-being in their mind when your boy Montego Stika threw a fireball in his face?
I don't know who had Duncan Kincaid's well-being in mind when he was obviously having a medical episode.
I was right there ringside.
You know
For the
what
record, I didn't referee the fireball in the face. I just want to say that.
we did that.
Duncan told me he could continue, so
you know
I restarted
the match. You know
match.
why? Because Duncan Kincaid is a warrior. Duncan Kincaid is a fighter, and it would take a pack of wolves dragging his dead carcass out of the ring for him to submit. And yet, I know, and everyone else knows, there's no way he should have continued that match. There's no way that he should have been put in that position, and you extended the time. You do not care about your men like I do.
Duncan asked me to extend the time.
I'm sure
So
he did,
the time.
because that's what I'm talking about. And as a good manager, which is something you know absolutely nothing about, nothing. You put his health at risk. You put our license at risk. The commission was there. The heat that we are under right now, and you want to continue the match when your man cannot medically continue, and you want to say that you should be in charge? Tell you what, why don't you go charge the microphones and make sure that they can handle my voice, okay? That's what you should be in charge of.
I'll make sure the mic's spread out on the next time you're talking, guy.
That's okay, baby, because I got a loud voice and I can talk over everybody. I don't need a mic.
Actually, guy, there was something that I think me and Johnny wanted to ask you, because I know that when we were dealing with everything, there was a lot of commotion, especially during a match where we had, Dominique Whiteheart and Red James. That match was going on, and then they came out and they were talking about Dominic being like your brother and everything. Is that? I mean, since you're good
at Erwin, before we bring that up,
what's up?
Let's go ahead and give Mr. Christopher Samuel Dean an adieu, so that guy can have the stage all to himself for that.
Yes, because I really want to ask.
I'm done talking to Guy. I'll see you guys.
Oh, okay. What is with? I mean, I'm just trying to do my job. Why does everybody just keep hanging up on us? All right. Anyway, Guy, again, just wanting some clarification. The fans want to know. I think Kenny has already messaged me at least 3 times. He's been in my DM asking me about your brother. I mean, I know how you feel about Kenny, but he has already asked me 3 times, and I told him I'd get him an answer. I'm just trying to figure out, what's going on with that.
Yeah, and how did Burnham find out about Dominic Whiteheart being your brother?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Why is Burnham in your business? I thought GBK keeps everything kind of close to the vest.
Obviously a sore subject.
We gotta screen our guest a little bit better. I don't understand why people keeps hanging up on us when we keep asking questions. Are we doing something wrong yet?
I think we're just asking the good questions.
Maybe, but again, I got to be in the ring with these dudes. They're just over there announcing.
I mean, I don't announce. That's Anthony. That's the good thing he does for the Empire.
Well, you're doing commentary. My apologies.
I ring the bell. I'll do commentary. Which, hey, next show you don't have to ask to say please on ringing the bell unless you just feel polite like it.
Well, I've learned. I want to be a little bit polite and everything. You guys tended to me when I had a flesh wound. I was bleeding and everything pretty bad. Never say I'm not a hard-working ref.
Yep. I mean, You're probably the first person to bleed in that ring.
Yeah. Notice the commissioner never asked me if I was actually okay.
I mean, you're not part of the Saints Pro Wrestling. Why would he?
Oh, I'm not getting into that. This man still signs our paycheck. I'm not. You do realize he still listens to us, right?
Yes, because he's constantly telling me he wants on the show. Saints constantly listen because they keep trying to have me make corrections. They told me I had to correct. They don't cheat. That they never say they cheat. And I mean that.
The last match was pretty much down by the book. I got to give them that. I mean, they're not necessarily the nicest individuals to walk up on. I definitely wouldn't want to, meet them in the dark alley anytime soon. Honestly, I wouldn't want to meet them in the light alley anytime soon either. They're pretty terrifying.
I mean, you mentioned the match was right down the center. That was actually a pretty good outing by the Black Flag Rising.